kitties. What's up? Dr. Freedom here with you. Please give me a break. It's 5 a.m. And yeah, it's just, I was looking back and noticed there was a lot of things I missed over the last couple of days, and that's because I was busy getting Death Moon 7 done, and I really, really wanted to get it done because it was way overdue. And I'm really hoping, it doesn't get a whole lot of views, the audio plays, to be honest with you. Well, ironic because they are audio plays. But if you really are enjoying them, please leave a message, leave a comment, go back and like them, give them a thumbs up and whatnot, because, the guys and all that, we're not paid actors. We're not getting paid to do that. We're doing it for fun. And we just like to know if someone's out there really, really listening to the Dr. Freedom and Eric Adventures. Because it's mainly done it's a little lark that I do, because I'm learning more and more about doing audio editing as I go along. And it's just been a fun adventure, and we're having a lot of fun with it. And I just, want to know if people out there are also coming along and enjoying the ride with us. All right, but get off that nonsense. So Death Moon 7 is up. If you haven't seen it in your box already, please be sure to go give it a like, a thumbs up, and, if you'll subscribe. And there's also I have all those separated in their own playlists. Okay, now let's get off that. All right. Yeah, how you like my hood? I picked this up at the mall like a week or two ago, and I just haven't had a chance to wear it yet. Look at that thing. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I even want to wear that one doing a video. But all right, off the hat subject. Let's get to news from in and around the universe that can make you stay up at 5 in the morning and do news reviews. Really? All right. All right, before we get too far, let's take a look at a few of the things I should have went over the last couple of days but didn't. All right, first off, let's take a quick look at this right here over on Blogger Who. This popped up, I remember originally, hang on. That's right, it was in Style UK. All right. Pearl Mackie's about to set off on a new set of adventures with Peter Capaldi's 12 Doctors. But it's all bittersweet because, we all know that Peter Capaldi has announced that he is leaving the show. And the thing is, as I said, judging from that survey they put out with Dr. Mysterio, where an entire subsection alone was devoted to just, questioning the 12th Doctor and his performance. Peter originally going, oh, look, I'm going to stay as long as they'll have me. And then all of a sudden, boom, he blurts out on the radio, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of here. And it was not pre-planned. That was him, I think, saying, look, screw you. If I'm leaving on my own terms. And like I said, rumors, of course, are abound. Everybody from Danny Dyer to the Queen have been, saying, all right, we want the Doctor Who role. It's like, sheesh. All right, but let's get back to it. I'm so sad, but I'm just happy I got to work with him. He's such a generous actor. I'm very new to camera acting and all the technical stuff, and he'll always check if I'm okay. We really get into the scenes, and he's very open to my opinions. Okay, now Mackie is one of the number of new faces chosen by Inside UK as rising stars of 2017, and Doctor Who's the perfect showcase for this new actress whose aspirations always included acting. She said, quote, apparently when I was 5, my mom was washing my hair on a Sunday night before school in front of St. Louis. Was it St. Louis or St. Louis? Okay. Judy Garland was singing a trolley song, and I turned to my mom and said, I want to do that now. And so she is now. We wish her all the luck in the world. And, of course, they go into the fact, we've already just went over the announcement. Okay, also earlier this week, Stephen Moffat, there's a chance that River Song will show up again. Unless it's for the regen scene and something brief, I really hope not. It's nothing against the character. It's nothing against the actors. It's just I think the Husbands of River Song was a perfect departure story for this particular character. I really don't want him pissing all over that with yet another, oh, look, here's another one of my companion returns. Yeah, you can't do a classic companion return, you stingy frickin' bastards. Yet you'll have all your own companions back 100 times, you Moffat. Okay. But we all know who's really behind that. It's the BBC. Okay. Do you feel that River Song's story is done? And he replied, quote, well, yes, that does seem like the end of me, except, of course, it isn't, and it can't be. There's always the chance that River will show up again at some other point in her timeline with a stolen camel, 7 more husbands, and a nuclear submarine. Big Finish isn't done with her, I believe, and any reason to get Alex Kingston back in action is a good one. But for me, I think I'm done. Back when I thought I might be leaving at the end of 2015, I specifically planned the Delirium scene as my goodbye, bringing everything full circle to the moment and just before I took over. So, all right, in his opinion, no. But Okay, here's the thing. Bring her back on the show is one thing. I do enjoy, though, the Big Finish adventures because it's all off on her own, pretty much. There are some scenes where, there are some stories, where she does interact with other doctors, and that is pretty cool. But I just think just don't bring her back on the main show. It's like, I think that was a damn good departure for the show in general. But like I said, let her stay on Big Finish because she is fabulous on Big Finish. Said nothing against the actress, but I think that was just the perfect departure story for her character. All right, moving on. So I'm kind of torn because I like her Big Finish stuff. But I just don't want to see him ruin it by bringing her back on the show. And that was just a brilliant ending story. All right, panel discussion with exec producer Brian Minchin and cast members to be announced. And this is going to be taking place at the BFI and Radio Times Television Festival. Now, once again, BFI South Bank. Now, they've already opened up tickets for this yesterday. And the thing is, I have friends of mine who are trying to get tickets. I've not heard back anymore as to whether they're sold out or not. But given the fact that they've already said that there's going to be cast members and it's to be announced, you have a strong suspicion as to who's probably going to get announced if they can get them. And that's going to probably be Peter Capaldi or Pearl Mackie, hopefully. But the thing is, you got to remember, this is this is after filming. So they could do this. All right, I was just thinking, I thought it was an earlier date. Okay, so it's going to be just an hour-long thing. And basically, they're going to give they're going to offer a sneak preview of clips from the upcoming series. Ticket £16, and concessions £12. Members pay $1.70 less. Yeah, see how it really pays to be a big fan, like a BFI champion or whatever. Yeah, I got $1.70 off tickets. I get more than that with an AARP discount, and I don't even have one. I'm just joking. But all right, but. So keep your eyes out on that. Next up, this is a really gripping story here because this touches back upon the lady who helped you pretty much is responsible for giving you the Doctor Who theme. And that is Doctor Who composer Delia Derbyshire hiding. And this is her stuff that's been hiding in a Manchester library. Now, what they want to do is get enough funds together. All right, has secured £42,000 grant to open up the city's full archive of items from the private collection of Delia Derbyshire. And by the way, for you folks listening to Death Moon, the ship, the Derbyshire, was not named after the freighter Derbyshire. It was named after Delia Derbyshire. That's its full name. And that was always the intention from the beginning. It wasn't until much later I even found out about the Derbyshire disaster, in which, the one freighter went down in the middle of the thing. Like, gosh, it's been a while since I read about it. Sorry about that. I'm blanking. It's 5 a.m. Well, actually, it's going on 5:30, 5 a.m. All right, so the celebrated composer will forever be remembered as the person who remixed and recorded the Doctor Who theme tune using groundbreaking analog recording technologies. If I remember right, then they claim somebody else, or I can't. Oh, see, my brain's on scramble mode. Write all this down in the description box for me, okay? It's just, I'm doing this on the fly. And, of course, there's a little bit more about it here, Delia Derbyshire Day. And this is a project to mark the 80th anniversary year of Doctor Who legend and electronic music pioneer Delia Derbyshire, who has won support from the Heritage Lottery Fund. Delia Derbyshire Day, they go into, we just talked about that a minute ago. Here's the highlights that are planned if you want to go through all this. And there's the project partners who are involved. And you can follow Delia Derbyshire Day on their website or their Twitter feed. Links are right here. And like I said, such a key figure in Doctor Who, and probably very few, the folks out there in the new Who land even know her name. Okay, Lethbridge-Stewart Novellas for 2017. Kenny Jar Books have announced a new collection of 3 limited edition hardback novellas to join the Lethbridge-Stewart range for 2017. Okay, first is going to be Life of Evans, written by John Peel. There's also going to be a bonus short story on that by Robert Mamone called Time and Again. And The Life of Evans is followed in May by Day of the Intelligence by Andy Frankham Allen. And finally, The Flaming Soldier by Christopher Bryant. It's going to be out in July. So this will be out in May. Day of the Intelligence. And then Flaming Soldier will be out in July. And sorry about this. And this one's going to be, the first one's going to be released in March. So, that's pretty easily spaced now. All right, moving on. Okay, and lastly for today, Doctor Who Magazine issue 509 is out. Here's the brilliant cover. Now, as I told you before, there is nothing in this issue about the departure of Peter Capaldi, because apparently they're saying that his decision came on the day this thing went out to publish. And it wasn't until 3 days later on the radio or so that he came out and said, for definite sure, that's it, I'm leaving, I'm done. And as the reporter on that show said, it was on BBC Radio 2, she had no idea he was going to announce this. This was completely out of left field. And I don't think the BBC knew either, because I think he just kicked this one right. I think he went out there, and that was his way of getting him a good kick in the conies on the way out. All right. Also, the issue, blah, blah, blah. Here's the whole 9 yards. It went on sale this past Thursday. Once again, I'm very sorry. I had very little time this week, and also I was spending a lot of time on Death Moon, getting it ready, because it had been 2 months since the last chapter, and I wanted to get it done and out there. All right. So finishing up, I said, I don't normally do these this late in the morning, but I decided, what the hell, I've got the time, and I really want to get this stuff caught up. And also, there is going to be filming again on Sunday, same location as last week, but the problem is there's probably not, for you folks who are following around the, trying to get autographs, whatnot, and all that from what was it, Wayne Yip or whatever his name said, the director, there's not going to be any main cast on this one. This is going to be all supporting, Aliens, Trucks, ABCs. So it may be worth it just to go out there and just see the spectacle of what's going to be going on as far as the scenes go. But apparently no Capaldi, no Mackie, and no Lucas, from what he said. All right, so I'm getting out of here because God only knows how long this video has gone on, and I'm about half asleep. See you on the Omega Files later today as we sit down and talk about Justice League Dark. And then we've got a very special Omega Files that's going to follow that up. I've decided to do my own little take on the current set of events, and I think you're going to enjoy it when we finally bring it to you. I'm debating on making it a week or 2 weeks. I might make it 2 weeks to give the folks time to sit down and actually compile. Okay, so until then, everybody, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Considering it's 5 a.m., so you're probably at the beginning of your day while it's going on. Forget it. Time is relative in YouTube land. Good night.